So, market's on fire. We'll get to that. Bitcoin just hit 70,000 or 70,000, 60. Freudian slip. $60,179, and up we go. Thought is the creative power or the impaling force which causes the creative power to act. Thinking in a certain way will bring riches to you, but you must not rely upon thought alone, paying no attention to personal action. So as important as thinking is, we have to take action. We want to try to make that action as repetitive as possible. Mr. Porter, what a good man. I don't know, I'm just messing with that. So here we are looking at Bitcoin. We're at 60,179. Stage 2 breakout continues to flow. You know, how far do we go? We don't know. RSI is extreme. RSI can stay extreme with cryptos for a long time, man. You will see where it'll just run for weeks. Not necessarily a sell signal, but it is a signal that the move it's gone a little bit. It's gone further than it has previously. And if we look at this last big move we had, I mean, you know, Bitcoin moved. That was like a double. It went from, what was it, 29,000, 28,000 to 52, we'll call it, before. You know, not quite a double. Takes a lot of money to double Bitcoin, man. I'm sorry, I got my, sorry, YouTube. I had my damn microphone way over there. Christian says, anyone else feeling bullish? Yeah, it's hard not to feel very bullish, man. Voice is a bit low. Sorry about that. I had the microphone moved. I'm not really a streamer, man. So, you know, how much further does this go? I don't know. Let's back up to the weekly for a second. Previous high was what, like 65? So, if we're playing the money flow game on a weekly chart, we know price goes to previous high. Previous high would be 65. I don't go to the weekly chart a lot because if you go to the weekly a lot, you're going to confuse yourself. A lot of times when you start using multiple time frames, if you're not using them correctly, you'll start to confuse yourself. So, and you can. One of the guys that I first started trading with, a guy named Dr. Elder, he wrote a very famous trading book called Trading for a Living. I think I've read it 1,000. Maybe that's an exaggeration. I carried it like a Bible. Like, yeah, you ever see really religious people? They just carry the book with them. Fuck, I used to just carry that book with me. And I would just open it and I would just read like about the histogram. Then I'd look at the chart and I would do that shit day after day. And Dr. Elder, he used a 13-day moving average. He used a 13-day. But he had a system called the triple screen. And the triple screen would go from the weekly and he'd say, okay, it's bullish. And then he'd go to the daily and he'd say, okay, we're only taking buy signals. Because the weekly's bullish, we're only taking buy signals, we're ignoring sell signals. And then he would drop down to the 1 hour to execute his moves. And so if the weekly was bullish and the daily was bullish, or, you know, uptrend, however you define that, then you would only take trades to the upside. In other words, he would only short if the weekly was negative, the daily's negative, then he'd look for shorts, not longs. Make sense? That's very active trading, man. Very difficult to do if you're not sitting at your computer all day. Is it possible? Of course. Let's back up to the daily. I got off on a tangent there. Let's look at NUUSD. New cipher is up 388%. Now I'm in this, been building this one. I have no idea why. I'm guessing a lot of people bought it. Right? I mean, what else? Why else would something go up? So last night I'm about to go to bed, and as I do always, I start scrolling through the crypto coins because they're moving. And then I check the futures. Where's Dow? Anything I missed? Now, I'm not really looking to make moves in the stock market. I'm just looking. Where's oil? Right? But now we add this stuff. This stuff is just fucking running at night. So I'm laying in bed, and this is up 120%. Bam, just like that. Obviously buying. And then here's what's funny is you go look. I read it's because of NFT sales. That shit's crazy. Have you read about the gas fee prices on, I don't know, man. My brain can't hold all the NFT stuff right now. I got too much going on between real estate, stocks, swing trades, position trades, crypto. I don't need another thing, man. My brain can't take it. Let's see. So, my man said this is NFT. It could be. Who knows what this is? Maybe Kathy Wood's kid started buying it. Like her little daughter. She's like, let me get some of that. Who knows, man? Maybe. I thought Elon or something tweeted about it. All right, so let's look at the SPY. It is Friday. Stage 2 breakout. Remember, the close is more important than the open. So if we're looking at this chart right now, the S&P opened. What did we open at? 4,447. It's run up to 4,470. It's about a 30-point swing. We're up 22 points. And if you're looking at the S&P, the S&P can be traded, man. You should look at it like a stock. It's just the stock, right? You should always look at the S&P like a stock. So you'll hear me talk about it's the wind. Well, when this thing is in an uptrend, all boats rise. Like it's pulling it, man. We call it the wind, but shit, we could call it the moon. Gravitational pull is going to be to the upside. When this shit gets over here on that side of the green line, and that's just a simple 20-day moving average. And you might do some research and say, hey, Gerald, I think a 19 works better. Okay. Or 18. Possible. I told you my friend Dr. Elder used a 13-day. All right. The reason the 13 worked for him is that's because he used it all the time. Right? It's the same thing. So if we change that green to a 13, let's try that real quick. We'll see what happens. It's still a breakout, man. We're still in the stage 2. So, I still trade very similar to the guy who first taught me to trade, man. How do you know it's time to sell? That's easy, bro. That's easy. That's what this is right here. Now listen. Don't look at my packages, man. I had to pull up packages. I'm going to New Orleans tomorrow. I had to send myself a couple things. I can't even get mail at my house, man. You guys think you live in a hood. I live in a hood. You can't even get mail. People getting shot right down the street. You can't even get mail because the homeless people will steal your mail. Can't even get mail at my house. You say, well, why don't you do one of those boxes? Because the box is broken and we got to get permission from the Vocare. You can't paint your house. You can't fix shit. You can't do nothing without permission. Because they're historical and they have to be exactly the same. If you go to paint it, they will tell you what color to paint it. Some of them have been that color for 180 years. Isn't that crazy? Herman, what you doing, bro? So here we are, man. We're looking at the money flow. My man asked, how do you know when it's time to sell? You don't. Let's be real. And no matter when you sell, you're probably going to say, damn, I shouldn't have sold. I should have waited. Or maybe, I should have sold sooner. Like that's a constant thing in your brain. What I've tried to do, what I've tried to settle on is to keep it very systematic. Pretty much the same every time. Every once in a while, I'll call an audible. And you say, well, why would you call an audible? Because I really do believe it could go higher. And sometimes that's just gut feeling. Sometimes that's research. So if I'm looking at the SPY, the SPY, S&P 500, when would I sell? What I'm looking for, two things. This chart makes it super easy. Basically two things. I'm looking at previous high, but I need to pull it back a little. We don't want to be greedy. Other people are looking at the same thing. So just no science to it. Just pull it back a little bit. Right? You'll also notice that's a previous anchor point. You say, what do you mean? Where the market found a low, right? These points. You see them. You see them. Right? So that was one. Very powerful. Market's drawn back, pulled back, so to speak, to these zones. So what I look to do is to start downsizing into those zones. Because a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, that is literally the high. Almost always, this thing, the RSI, Relative Strength Index, just measures velocity. It's all it is. Think of it like you jump it out of a plane and you just pick up speed, and then you're going to hit a spot and you stop. You don't go any faster. Your body weight, dynamics, and all that, it just doesn't go any faster. What do they call that? Maximum velocity? Well, that's it. That's what the RSI is telling you. It's telling you, based on previous movements, this is probably where it's going to end. You're going to see that a lot of times they're going to hit about the same time. I don't know if you've noticed that. If they hit at different times, I sell multiple times. If they're within a minute apart, it's 68 and previous high. Go ahead and lump them up. If they hit at the same time, as a general rule, I sell more than if I hit one of them. Okay? Let's say when we hit this grind is so slow, the RSI is not even extreme. All right, well, I'm not going to sell as much as if they both hit at the same time. Why? Because shit, that tells me it could keep grinding. It ain't no hurry. It really ain't gone up that much. You get what I'm saying? So we want to let it roll. And so let's look at, what are we looking at? What do we got breaking out, man? Look at CLSK. What happened today? It's almost like magic, man. Look at the previous high. It hit it, and look at the RSI. 70. Those are both sell signals in the money flow. I didn't say close the position. I didn't say that. You could. If you were just pure swing trading, you're in, you're out, right? There's the box of stage one. You start to take your shot. You got your stop somewhere around, and I don't know. You got this is our bottom. When I was talking to my man Manny last night, he used the phrase triple bottom. I know I don't use that phrase a lot, but that's really what it is, a triple bottom. I tend to make up a lot of my own words. I'm just seeing 3 points of contact. Or remember what I always say, has it ever been here before? And if the answer is yes, that makes that zone more powerful. The more of them you have, the more powerful it is. So for me, a triple bottom, double bottom, whatever. It's a bottom. They're at the same spot. It's this. It's sold off and it's stopped. That's called support. Same thing to the upside. That's called resistance. And price will tend to bounce back and forth, back and forth. But what it does, it throws people off, is a lot of times it'll kind of do it with this sloping up, So if you're looking at it, you'll see it go sideways, runs up, pulls over. There's your, starts to pull back, starts to put in a box. There's your 70 RSI, comes back a few weeks, right? And now all of a sudden we're making order out of chaos. That's it. All it is structured order. It doesn't mean I know where it's going. I have no idea. I have no idea. If I knew for a fact last night that NU was going to pop, I would have bought $100,000. And then I would have collected my 400 grand, called it a day. Probably would not even gone live today. I would have went and bought a new truck. I'm just kidding. But I would have bought some things. But I didn't. I didn't know that. But I do know what it looks like every time it does make that move. And this pattern of price, and you saw over here, it didn't quite get there, pull back. It's not perfect. But what it allows us to do is add order. Now, I'm not selling this stock here. I'm going to let you know. You could. I'm pretty positive it'll pull back. Bitcoin's run up pretty high. There'd be nothing wrong with this thing pulling back, just or holding here. It might pull back to 12. And that would be perfectly normal movement inside of the money flow. Like, that shouldn't surprise you. Why? The RSI is 70. It's hit a previous high. That's a sell signal inside of the money flow. But we're still below the 200. It's got another one right there at the 200. 2 more zones at the same spot. Look, RSI and previous high were at the same spot. It's just drawn to it. Just drawn to it. If this holds, it's going to be drawn to the next one. Now, this is when you could go read some research. You look it up. You think, hey, man. An example, Uber. Uber hit a stage 3. And I'm like, I'm not selling any. RSI is extreme. Not selling any. Why? It's still so undervalued that if it pulls back, good. I want to make the trade bigger. Bigger. I want to get rich. I would like to get rich, please. I don't want the little chump change. I want it to come back. I can buy a bunch more. Right? That's slightly different, man. That's not pure swing trading or short-term trading. That's not what it is. That guy needs to take his money, move aside, and let it do what it does. Right? That's a completed swing trade. Stage 1, 2, breakout. Now you're going into a 3. I'd sell some here. If that was what I was trying to do, if I was purely swing trading this, I would take some down here. You let the rest develop. Each day you draw your little circle on the day and see if that's the day that starts the box. Like over here. The box started forming. Price starts to roll over. Now you're out, right? So if you got the book, you know what's up there. It's coming down. It's broke the box. What does that tell you? Everything's going this way. Look, price is on this side of the green line. The 5-day, 10-day, everything's on this side of the green line now. And until it changes over here, I have no expectation to expect that it does anything else but go down. And even to the downside, that's not a perfect one. So look, fake breakout, right? Same to the upside. May start to break down, turns right around, keeps on going. Those are part of the uncertainties that we play with, right? But the point of having these rules, like my man said, how do you know when to take it down? That's the point of having the rules, is that we don't have to think that way. Meaning, I know when I take it down, And so this one, I think, is highly undervalued. I'm not taking it down. That's a conscious decision. I'm recognizing, boom, I have a sell signal. If I was ordinarily swing trading, this is where I'd be taking some down. And you could pull some off here to roll it to something else, because maybe this does do what it's supposed to do. Stop here for 3 weeks. You put it back on. It's just, how do you want to play that position? That's where you can use discretion in your brain. Like, you can be educated. You don't have to be like, past green line must sell. Like, you don't have to do that in every scenario. But you have to recognize what it's saying to you, right? Can you hedge it with options? You could, yeah. Noah's, he's breaking it down. You could take it to another level. All of a sudden, you start doing options. I like it that way better. If you're going to get started in options, I think using options to hedge your positions is a great way to get started, because you don't blow out. And if you get it right, you save some money. Right? Maybe you don't make some money, but you save some damn money. You didn't lose as much, right? CLSK. Rachel, girl, what you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's my friend from Tennessee. It's my friend from Tennessee. CLSK. Oh, my man just said SoFi. Let's look at SoFi. That one's been paying us some money. That one's been making some money. I sold a little bit of SoFi. Now, why did I sell a little bit of SoFi? What we just discussed. Bang the RSI. Now, watch. This is a perfect one. Previous high, right? There's your box. Rachel, I thought That's one of my son's friends. We got our breakout. Stock drifts. What does it do? Stops right at previous high. I would not downsize that one. This is too close. I fully anticipate that it stops there. That's my point. So it's going to stop almost always. You get to, again, so look, previous high. Like when it hits here, I promise you, it's going to stop for a minute. Might be 3-4 days, might be 5 days. Maybe it builds a little, it's what we call a stage. You know, it starts putting in the candles and then, yeah, fuck it. Maybe it breaks out. But it's going to pause. And that's what we see here. It paused, pulls back, stays above the green line. What is that telling us? We're not taking profits on that. That's too close. Where are we going for? A 70 RSI or previous high. And this is what we want. Because look how spread apart these are. So there should be no confusion how to play this. You took a little off today. Actually, I did it yesterday, I believe. There's your first target. Guy says, when do you know to sell? Right there. RSI went extreme. Often, that's the top. Not always. So what we're hoping for now is the best of both worlds. If it is the top, we locked in some. If it's not the top, we're still in it. Best of both worlds. If it starts to move higher, where's the next target? 23. I don't need to think about it. That's where I'm going to sell more. Already decided. So then it just becomes very easy, right? Bam, stage breakout. We could add. All of these are ads. It keeps holding it. If you wanted to, you don't have to. Gee, can you repeat the thing where the 2 and the target, you sell some? With the thing with the 2 and the target that you sell some. No, that's what I was just saying, Dimitri. This RSI is your first signal to lock in gains. Bam. You buy Snapchat. It breaks out. It starts to run. You're watching this. Relative Strength Index. Look what happened last time you saw green. Green means the price goes above 70. All this is measuring is the last 14 days of price movement. And once you've done it in a minute, you don't even need that. But look, it went from here to here very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look, 14 days basically. Whoop. And look what happens. Blows out the RSI. What does that almost always tell you? Expected top. So we start drawing the box. I'm not predicting a box. I'm letting the box happen. And so as price starts to go sideways, all it can do, break out to the upside, break down to the downside. And so as we watch this, I'm not trying to make a decision on which one it is. Like, I'm certain the economy is going to be bad and it's going to break down. No, I wait and watch. Look at that. Stage 4 decline. That sucks. What do we do? Well, what was the plan? So that pattern we did of selling, that was the plan. I'm going to sell some on 70 RSI. What do I do now? Wait. And you say, how much do you need to sell? How much? Really depends on the size of your account, bro. If I have less money, I'm probably selling a little more. That may sound counterproductive, but I think I need money to trade. If I have plenty of money, I ain't got to be as quick on the trigger. Maybe I just sell a tenth and I watch it. And then tomorrow the RSI is still 71, 72. I sell another tenth. And I ease it out, man. You guys need to learn to take your time. We got to take our time. These stages take time. I know, sometimes it moves faster than others, but most of the time, look at this. Once the stage 4 was determined, we had a full 6-7 days. Even on the breakout, it came back, gave you another little breakout. Basically the same price. That's 2 weeks of trading, man. This trade has been going on for how long? Fucking months. Months we've been in this trade. There ain't no urgency. I ain't in no rush. 50 cents up, down, who gives a fuck? Like, really. Isn't that nice, man? Ain't no FOMO. I'm not, oh my God, where's it at? Like, I'm just here with it, man. We're just going to let it do its thing. Nothing to get excited about. I ain't got to catch the exact thing. Bam, boom. I'm trying to catch the pattern, right? I assume this is the top. We start drawing our box. I mean, it topped out over here, right? Same thing here. Look, 4 candles. There's your box. There's your sell signal. What we don't know is how long the stages last. Shit, maybe this one keeps just grinding higher. Maybe it goes to 30 or 23. I don't use stops. Do you use stops? No, that's all fucking retail trader bullshit. Now there's a lot of people that disagree with me. And you say, what do you mean? I do not put in stops. I'm not, I have a lot of trades. They're in different things. They're all spread around. I'm in no more rush than if I wake up and it's up 400%. If I wake up and it's down 8. I'm playing a chessboard. I don't need them locked in. I'm going to fucking look at them. And so I can look at what I'm trading is this, man. In the purest sense. Nobody trades the money flow the same, man. But I'm trading it in its purest sense. And I realize there's no exact, guys, well, I don't lose more than 10%. I don't even know what that means. Fuck, Bitcoin. Some things move 10% in a day. So you have to adjust how something moves for the volatility of your mental ability to handle the move, man. So if a stock's move shocks you or it's like, whoa, then obviously we know that your position size was too big. It's too big. You say, well, how big should they be? When that's not a problem. That's how big they should be, when it's not a problem. And once they're that big, now we know how many we could have, right? How many can you manage or hang? I have nothing to do today on this. Fuck it, I'm done. I don't even need to trim a little, move on. That took 5 seconds. So once I know the money flow, that was a 5-second decision. I need to trim. Click, 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 boom, move on. Next one. If that's my only trade, I'm done for the day. Close the computer. Go to work. Go do something else. That's the beauty of this game, man. And there's no urgency. None whatsoever. Shouldn't be. If you're doing it right. I don't even think, I really don't think, I don't use, look at that, 365% today on New Cipher. Still holding it, man. I don't know what's going on. Is one type of account better than the other for swing trading? Let me give you, here's an idea on that. There's a guy, well, I don't want to confuse anybody. Are you trading a pre? I'm not in a pre right at the moment. You should be looking at DraftKings, though, if we're just talking about ideas. Is this the bottom? I don't know. But look, it's building this box. It's been here before. Feels like the momentum's changing. But today, it don't look that way. But as long as it stays in this 48 zone, I'm a nibble. If this breaks, where do I assume it's going? Right here. Right down in here. So you got to ask yourself right now, am I okay with that? Am I cool holding this, or do I need to stop out? So, my guys that like to use stops, you're probably going to get stopped down. If it breaks the box and comes right back in, that's the most bullish thing in trading, man. But you're stopped out. You say, well, I'll jump back in. All right. If you're that good, yeah, do it. I'm not, man. So the ones that I'm concerned about, I usually do a half stop. That's an idea. That's a compromise, so to speak. Let's see. Trim some CSX. So trains have been on fire. Let's see what's up with that. Woo woo. Oh my God, dude. Look at this. Now I'm in this. I'm not selling any. It's in my buy and hold. All I want to do on a buy and hold is buy these. Right? I just want to buy the bottoms. They tell me you can't buy the bottoms. Bullshit. Right? This one was obvious. Trains. Your friend should have been calling you. Yo, man, you see Union Pacific? I know we were in Discord group. We're talking about this, right? You need friends that are talking about this. Now, if you're swing trading the trains, what happened? You just hit your target. And they happen at the same time. RSI, bam. Previous high, bam. And that is the money flow. Look at that. That is beautiful. Picture perfect, man. I got a pretty decent position in these trains. I've been trading these trains for a minute. And they did a reverse split. So now we're going to take it back to $100. Let's see. Posh. I'm not in this. What's up? What's up with Posh? Doing the fertilizer trade, huh? Trying to do the fertilizer. Oh, this is Poshmark. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm thinking, what is it? Couldn't think of it. I'm thinking the fertilizer. This is goddamn retailer, ain't it? Ain't this Poshmark? Isn't this an app or something? This is an app, right? Where's my fucking arch nemesis, Budweiser? This stock, man. Yeah, Budweiser's looking like shit today. AI about to break. I don't know. We're doing good. Crypto's ripping. You just bought the book. Thank you, Michael. We've had a great run in Bitcoin. I've done my best to try to talk people into buying Bitcoin. Last count, I've had 1,100 people open a Coinbase account. It should be 1,100 happy people. You're welcome. If you're new in Bitcoin, maybe go ahead and get yourself ready now for a 50% drop. Like, decide what you're going to do. Make your plans right now. Write it down. Write a note to yourself. I will not be a little bitch when Bitcoin crashes next time. Like, write that down and make a contract with yourself and sign it. And go back and look at history. Like, this is how you build conviction, man. Go back and look and go, wow, it went from here to here. And then it went from here to here, right? Go back and look at these big ass drops and get ready for it now. Like, get your mind around it now. That's how you do it, man. Get in there. If you're, whatever you're trading, go study the history. So I know I do bonds. A lot of you guys don't even do bonds. Like, bonds is for old people. Yeah, I know. This is the TLT. I like to trade the TMF. Get off my lawn. But bonds are one of the oldest financial instruments. Look at this guy. Why do I gotta kick these ass clowns out? Alright, so I had to kick this guy off YouTube. What do you see? What I always tell you, most bullish move in trading. Breaking the box, coming back in the box. Broke it, and we're back. This is bonds. If the market was to correct, in theory, this would go up. Michael Burry has been short bonds. I've been accumulating bonds. So I think bonds are going higher. TMF, $30 target, previous high. And then we'll watch the RSI and we'll do what we do on bonds. Go read bonds. Go read about bonds. Go, what is the history of bonds? And it'll take you all the way back to like the year 1400. You'll be like, damn, they've been at this shit for a long time. Long before me and you. There was a guy in Italy, I believe. I think it's Italy. Who created the first bond. Because the king needed some money. And he said, I got an idea. Why don't we give them a piece of paper and they'll give us their money? And that's how a bond was created. Yeah, let's see. Is AUY banging the... But yeah, sir, that's what you'd do. This is too short. That's too close. So if you're swing trading, what do we say? First target, previous high. Well, there's your previous high, man. Look exactly where it's stopping right now. It will still respect that. That is too close to be the target unless you are a very short-term trader. So the target would be up here at $5. But guess what? You're going to bang the RSI first. So when that goes extreme, you take some down. A 10th, 20th. Decide that now. Like, already know this. You shouldn't have to spend a lot of fucking time thinking about it. You wake up, you look, you go over there, you hit your button, you move on. Like, it shouldn't be a big fucking decision. Like, all this stuff should become very robotic, man. Shouldn't be a big surprise. Woo! You know, it's fun to get excited, but it should be a normal day at the office, man. I expect to make money. I expect the market to go up. It goes up 70% of the time. People get excited about it. Why are you getting excited about what you expected? We expected this to happen. What we should get excited about is when it doesn't do it and it goes down. And when it's on sale and it's cheap and everyone else is scared, that's when you should be fucking excited. And if you've done that all your fucking life, you're rich right now. But you haven't. Most people haven't done that. And when Bitcoin collapses by 50%, they're not backing up the truck. They're not. So all the people that say, I'm going to wait for housing crashes. No, you're not. Because when it crashes, you're probably going to lose your damn job, not be able to make your other payments, or have economic problems, dummy. So you're not going to buy when the housing crisis or when prices are crashing because you're going to be too scared. You wouldn't even buy when it's good. You're going to buy when it's bad. So that mentality, I never see it work, man. Oh, I'm waiting on this. No, you're not. You won't do it, man. Otherwise, you'd be rich already, man. We just had a crash. 2019, didn't we? How far back where was that at? Yeah, we just had a massive crash all the way back here. Did your mom and dad back up the truck? Were they taken out? No. That's shit people say when they look back. When they first get going, look back, oh man, I would have done this and I would have done that. You know you wouldn't have. You didn't even do it when it was happening. And now it's going up. It's supposed to go up. Look, market's still going up. It's going to keep going up. And every once in a while it comes down a little. But these are rare, man. And when this shit happens, there's bad things happening. Like, you're not going to be brave like you think you are. Very few people are. Very few. In my experience. Very few people. Did you save the live from last night? I didn't host that live, guys, or I would have saved it. Manny probably saved it. You know he did. He was a Marine. My dad was a Marine. I went to the Army. And I wanted to be a Marine. And I read the book Jarhead. And once I decided I was going to go to the military, I was like, I'm going to be a Marine. And my dad said, no, you're not. And I said, you were a Marine. He goes, I know. That's why you're going to the Army. True story. I don't know what that means, Manny. I'm just telling you what my dad said. People are waiting for their dreams to show up at their front. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a dream at my front door. Aaron, were you a Marine? Uh-oh. Go Navy. Here it goes. Squids. The military rivals are fun. I had a buddy when I was a combat engineer, and then I was an MP. And I had a buddy, you know, I reclassed to a different job on my second enlistment. And when you do that, you'll meet other people reclassing from their enlistment. I had a buddy, he was airborne, and I referred to him as Dirt Dart. He was a Dirt Dart. I always thought that was funny. I didn't know you were active duty Marine. Maybe I did know that, man. I'm getting old. My brain is starting to slip. Uh-oh. He said Air Force. All right. Now we got Space Force. All right. It's getting carried away. Look at Crystal was Army. Everybody's Army. So we got all the branches, and we ain't got no Space Force though. Where's the Space Force? Where's that Bitcoin Force? Bitcoin Army. So the Qs are breaking out. I added almost all my leverage back on the triple leverage portfolio. It's breaking. I don't start to take it down till we get up into the 70s, just because of the leverage. It's very leveraged. If I get that signal wrong and it keeps running, I just let it keep running. I'm erring on the side of not getting my ass waxed with the triple leverage, so that I've been posting that M1. It's up like 40-50% on the year. You don't do shit. It's just the TQ. It's kind of on Ray Dalio's all-weather portfolio bonds, the S&P, gold, and I think he does cash. I don't do cash. So when the money flows on a stage 2 breakout, I try to be fully in on the triple leveraged funds, TQ, UPRO. UPRO's the other one. So we started buying again. Should be fully long. This one's gotten away from me a minute. And then TMF, the bonds. So that's the portfolio. This is a stage 1 developing. So I've been putting money back in as this develops. I'm not in a full position in bond yet. And then I just let it be. And if it runs up, bangs, I take it. Very simple. And I'm just using that against I'm doing that as an experiment, really against my trading and then against my buy and hold. And so far the results have been fucking shocking. When I say shocking, I mean the return's like 50%. If you did nothing, you just bought it. Now I've implemented the RSI, but now to be fair, market's gone straight up or down. It's been pretty directional, so it's been somewhat easy. If you want real returns on M1, need to look under holdings. Yes, sir. I do know that, sir. I'm deep in UFO too. UFO is gonna be bussing in 5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 years? What the fuck are we talking about? Are you guys talking about the rock band UFO? Man, that band rocked. Oh, we're talking about the space. Come on, man. Are we talking space? What's up with... Oof. Yeah, I like the space trade too. Seriously. I'm in actual space. And it hurts today. I feel like whenever they do stuff for safety, why are we selling off? Shouldn't we be happy they're doing things for safety? I don't know. Just my personal opinion. Michael, was your call from the Wealth Squad. All right, Michael. Michael's doing the throwing out the bangers. Solana, I closed all... Let's talk crypto a second. I closed out all my Litecoin and pushed it to Solana. SOL. So I closed out all my Litecoin. I text this. Everybody in the Money Flow gang should know that. It's just baby Bitcoin. It's just fucking following it, but slower. I don't see anybody adopting it. I don't see it doing anything. Now the Lightning Network, it makes Bitcoin trade faster. Like, literally, Litecoin is completely useless. I can't think of any reason to have it anymore. I'd rather own more of Solana or ADA or Ethereum. I mean, it's just like I'm pretty sure Cardano's about to rip, man. Doesn't it look like it? It's spring loaded, bro. Coming into the days are getting narrower and narrower. Moving averages are sideways. You got this solid support, easy target. Like, I think hedge funds and shit take this up, no problem, easy money, in my opinion. I'm pretty heavily invested. Not heavily, but I'm in this pretty good. Shit out of luck, huh? No, man, that's a good coin. PLTR, let's see. Pretty heavy in PLTR. Yep, stage 1. But let's get back to Cardano. If you're not in Cardano, man, this is a good time to get in it. It's got 80 cents on it, pretty easy, man. All of these are great, man. Matic, the top 20 coins are pretty easy to pick out. You can go read their story, look at their website, push through a white paper if you can handle it, and, you know, get 10, 20 of these coins, spread your money around. Basically, that's how I do it. Once I had a base of, okay, these are my 10 coins, these are my 20 coins, I then would add money every day. And I'll add as little as $25 here, $25 there, $25 here, $25 there. So I added to 4 coins. Or I'll come back, or maybe all $100 today goes to Cardano. And then the next day, Cardano. And then the next day, Cardano. So if I say I'm buying it, if the chart is the same the next day, I could be buying it the next day too. I'm not going to keep saying it over and over. It's the same pattern. And I might, once I got a size and good, you pick another coin and you go with that one. And each sell-off, you're going to catch different ones and build your positions different in different ones. And you work it like stocks. It's not all in, all out. You expect pullbacks. You use them so that you can accumulate larger sizes so that down the road you can sell and make legitimate money. Like use the cycles to build it. So there were people, which I understand, in New Cypher, that it's up 346% today. They only had $300 in. Good. I only got $300 in Dash. I only got $300 in a couple coins. Hopefully, I'm going to get more in them, but it takes time. And I'm going to wait for the setups. And when they all go into a stage 2, I got to pick some. I can't pick them all. It's a lot of money. You could, I guess, but, so I'd been building this one. I think I didn't have that much in it, man, like $2,000 or $1,100 or something. But it went up 400%. So I'm like, fuck. Sold some. Now what? Probably going to push that to ADA. And I was going to do GRT, but it's already breaking out. This is one I've been building on all these stage 1s. These stage 1s. Now, the tokenomics on this aren't that good. I want to build these. Why? We can take them down in these, but we need some sizable moves. We need something worth taking down, right? So we need something worth taking down. But you can play this fractal, man. You can play this game fractal. You can play crypto fractal. I mean, you had $100. It now is $300. You sell half. You rotate that to a new coin position. And then next when it pops, you sell some. You move that to a new coin position that's breaking out, and you just build these over time. And then you're like, well, my position's pretty small in that. I'm not going to sell it in the sell-off. I'm going to let it set up, and I'm going to start buying more. And now when it runs up, I've got double and triple. And as you go forward in time, realizing time times amount times yield, millionaire code. I'm always saying this, putting it on whiteboards, blackboards, fucking t-shirts. I have a t-shirt that says millionaire code. That's so if you're really stupid, you can just look down at your shirt. So when you're out doing things and you can just say to your friends, how do you get rid? It's on my shirt, bro. Time times amount times yield. And so in crypto, what is time? These cycles, man. It's not a one-time one thing. These are timed. They're not going anywhere. When you're fucking dead, they're going to be trading this. So there's no rush. There's no urgency. You buy the coins that are stage 1s on sale, and then you shut up and you let them go up. And if you have a large enough position where you've made a few $100, you take some down to roll it to the next setup. And you're like, well, there is no setup. Then you wait. Or you could be a complete psychopath and just go look for coins that are 0.00000021. I'll put my money there. You could do that. And if you're on it and you're fast, you like reading that shit and you're all over it and you don't mind changing this coin for that coin to send it to this app and to give it to this person to then FedEx it over here to get the coin, and you like that kind of thing, you could do that, man. You could do that. That's it. It's super fucking simple. And all the people that always ask, should I sell my Cardano? No, man, shut up. You don't have enough, man. Fuck are you selling? $800? No, you let it pull back and then you let it go sideways. And right now, most people just slept on this. They've had a whole fucking 2 months to be building Cardano. And this will go to $5. This is going to $5. It's one of the top ones. Why? Markets go up over time. Once they're accepted, the Dow Jones will go up. Bonds will go up. Bitcoin will go up. I'm letting you in on it now. Housing prices will go up. They go sideways. They go up. They go sideways. They go down. They go sideways. And they go up. And guess where this is going to go? Up. And so you've had 2 fucking months. It's $2. Not bought any. I'm busy. I got to go with my girlfriend to the store. No, can't do that, bro. I got to go on vacation. I'm too fucking busy. I can't buy any of this. I got all these other things I'm doing. And then it goes up and higher and higher. And they go, well, I should get into crypto. As it keeps going higher and higher. So there we go, 60,000. It's going to be 100,000. And then 200,000. And you're going to be like, get off my lawn. I don't need email. What is this, guys? It's Bitcoin, fella. Kev, it's Bitcoin, which you've been sleeping on. Well, you've been bullshitting in life, doing nothing. This has been going higher and higher and higher and higher. You're fucking, what do you think I should buy? It just keeps going higher. It's all around you. All these things. So that's what you need to leave for this weekend. That's what I want you to think about. Okay? Think of this. Like, I don't know what to buy. This is the S&P 500. It just goes higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And higher. And housing prices, let me let you in on what they're going to do next week. Higher and higher and higher and higher. And guess what gas prices are going to be? Higher. And guess what bread's going to cost? More. And guess what your insurance is going to be? More expensive. And it's going to keep going all of your fucking life. It just goes higher, man. Isn't that awesome? Now you know the rules. Now you know the game, man. Now you get to take advantage of it. Yeah, it's that easy, man. I put it on a shirt. Time times amount times yield. Like, it's right there, man. So easy, bro. This game is so easy. It's so easy. And it changes this. The way you see this. So as you're in the flow of the market, we're in the flow. We're following the market like we follow sports. Like, oh, Tom Brady wears hugs. Oh, look at this, the CEO of this. Like, we're in the flow, right? All the dumb things that you know about, just completely ridiculous things that you know incredible information about. If you just switch that to like this, just switch to this. So you know Christmas is coming up. So you're watching Walmart and them for a chance to build a position. You know, Target, you're getting it today. Look. There's the stage one. There's the breakout. No shit, it's Christmas. This is not a secret. It's all around you, man. It's all around you. It's all around me. It's all around us. Coin. Where's it stopping? Look where it's stopping. Previous high, right? That's too close, though. Let coin be. It'll go higher. He's waiting for a buyer's market. Today is a buyer's market. Today. Right now. Everything is a buyer's market, man. I like that. You guys be good, man. Appreciate you guys. Get fired up about the weekend. Weekends are for getting rich. So I don't know what you're doing this weekend. But you could use them to get rich. Like this weekend could be the weekend that you found that property that you bought, that you went 3 months later, 3 years later, you're selling it for a $250,000 gain. Every house I bought, almost all of them were a weekend that I went and did that instead of something else. And that's how I'm telling you, that time exchange, that mindset, what I put my focus on, that when I began to exchange that, that's when everything for me began to change. Anyway, you guys be good.